Have you ever wondered if there was something profound about your existence that you were never meant to discover? What if I told you that hidden within the pages of history lies a manuscript so powerful that it was deliberately concealed from humanity for over 1,000 years? Today, we're diving deep into an ancient text that reveals the most closely guarded secret about your soul's journey before you were even born. Stop what you're doing right now, because what you're about to learn could fundamentally shift how you understand your entire life purpose. For centuries, there have been whispers about a forbidden manuscript that contains knowledge so transformative that religious and political institutions worked tirelessly to erase it from public consciousness. This wasn't just censorship. This was a deliberate attempt to keep you from understanding the incredible power that lies dormant within your very essence. You see, most people walk through life feeling like something essential is missing. They carry this inexplicable emptiness, this sense that they're meant for something greater but can't quite grasp what it is. They feel disconnected from their true purpose, as if someone ripped out the most important chapters from the story of their soul. Well, here's the truth. That feeling isn't coincidental. It's the direct result of humanity being systematically disconnected from ancient wisdom that once guided our understanding of existence itself. What we're exploring today isn't another self-help theory or modern spiritual philosophy. We're talking about documented knowledge from an ancient manuscript that describes, in extraordinary detail, what your soul experiences before entering this physical realm. This text reveals that your current life isn't random, isn't punishment, and certainly isn't meaningless. Everything you're experiencing right now was carefully planned by your own consciousness before you took your first breath. Imagine understanding exactly why you were born into your specific family situation. Imagine knowing why certain challenges keep appearing in your life, and why particular people cross your path. Imagine discovering that every obstacle you face was actually chosen by your soul as a stepping stone towards something magnificent. This knowledge exists, and it's been systematically hidden because when you understand your true nature, you become impossible to control. The manuscript I'm referring to has survived for over 12 centuries, passed down through secret networks of mystics and spiritual guardians who recognized its explosive potential. They understood that this knowledge could liberate humanity from the illusion of helplessness and victimhood. When you discover what your soul actually planned before incarnation, everything changes. You stop being a victim of circumstances and recognize life. Those moments of sudden clarity, the intuitive insights that seem to come from nowhere, the dreams that feel like messages. These are often communications from your eternal guidance team. They never abandon you, even when you forget they exist. In the fourth stage, your soul makes perhaps the most significant choice of all, determining your life's primary purpose. This isn't about career or external achievements. It's about the essential quality or lesson your soul most wants to develop through human experience. Some souls choose to develop compassion by experiencing situations that require forgiveness. Others choose courage by facing circumstances that demand bravery. Your life purpose is never something impossible for you to achieve. Your soul, in its infinite wisdom, only chooses missions that align with your deepest capabilities and highest potential. The key to discovering your purpose lies in paying attention to what naturally energizes you, what problems in the world genuinely concern you, what activities make you lose track of time because you're so engaged. Often, the very challenges that have caused you the most pain contain clues to your soul's purpose. The areas where you've had to develop strength, resilience, or wisdom are frequently connected to how you're meant to serve others. Your greatest wounds, when healed, become your greatest gifts. The fifth stage involves selecting your physical vessel and family circumstances. This might be the most difficult concept to accept, especially if you've experienced difficult family situations or health challenges. But according to the manuscript, your soul carefully considers multiple options before choosing the body and family that will best support your spiritual mission. Your soul doesn't choose based on comfort or ease. It chooses based on what will most effectively catalyze your growth. Sometimes this means selecting challenging family dynamics, because they'll force you to develop independence and inner strength. Sometimes it means choosing physical limitations, because they'll help you develop compassion or mental focus. This doesn't mean you should accept abuse or neglect your health. Understanding that you chose your circumstances empowers you to take full responsibility for how you respond to them. You can honor your soul's choice while still making decisions that support your well-being and growth. The sixth stage described in the manuscript is perhaps the most mysterious. The crossing through what's called the veil of sacred forgetting. In the spiritual realm, your soul possesses complete knowledge of its eternal nature, past lives, and divine purpose. But for the human experience to be authentic and transformative, this knowledge must be temporarily forgotten. Imagine trying to learn courage if you already knew with certainty that you were immortal and perfectly safe. Imagine developing faith if you had constant conscious contact with divine guidance. The forgetting isn't punishment. It's what makes genuine growth possible. It allows you to make choices based on free will rather than guaranteed outcomes. But the veil isn't perfect. Throughout your life, fragments of memory leak through in dreams, intuitive insights, moments of déjà vu, and unexplainable knowing. That sense of homesickness for a place you can't name, that feeling of familiarity with strangers, that inner knowing that contradicts what you were taught. These are your soul trying to remember itself. The final stage is the moment of incarnation itself, what the manuscript calls the leap of supreme trust. This is when your consciousness, having completed all its preparations, takes the ultimate leap of faith into physical existence. You leave the realm of infinite knowing to enter a world of limitation, uncertainty, and forgetting. This leap requires incredible courage. You're leaving absolute safety and wisdom to enter a reality where you might experience pain, confusion, and temporary separation from your divine nature. Yet your soul makes this choice willingly because it understands that the serve others while honoring their own growth. You have the same potential within you right now. The very fact that you're drawn to this information suggests your soul is ready to remember more of its true nature. The longing you feel for deeper meaning, the sense that you're capable of more than you're currently expressing, the intuitive knowing that life has profound purpose. These are all signs that your consciousness is beginning to pierce the veil. The journey of remembering doesn't happen overnight, but it can begin in this very moment. It starts with the simple recognition that you are far more than your current circumstances suggest. You are an eternal soul who chose this lifetime for specific purposes. Every experience you've had, every person you've met, every challenge you've faced has been part of your soul's carefully designed curriculum for growth. This doesn't mean your path will suddenly become easy, but it does mean that everything becomes meaningful. Your struggles transform from random suffering into purposeful training. Your relationships become opportunities for mutual growth and healing. Your work becomes a way to express your soul's unique gifts and serve others on their journeys. The ancient manuscript reminds us that we are all part of an incredible cosmic adventure. We are souls who were brave enough to temporarily forget our divine nature so we could experience the joy of remembering it again. We chose to face uncertainty so we could develop genuine faith. We accepted the possibility of pain so we could discover the healing power of love. As you begin to remember your soul's journey, something magical happens. Life stops feeling like something that happens to you and starts feeling like something you're actively creating. You develop trust in the process, even when you can't see the outcome. You begin to recognize the perfection in your path, even when it feels chaotic or difficult. Most importantly, you remember that you are never alone. The same guidance that helped you plan this lifetime continues to support you every step of the way. The love that launched you into this adventure surrounds you always, even when you can't feel it. The wisdom that chose your path remains accessible through the quiet voice of your intuition. Your true purpose isn't something you need to discover outside yourself. It's something you need to remember from within. It's encoded in your deepest passions, reflected in your natural talents, and revealed through the challenges you're most equipped to handle. When you align with this purpose, life begins to flow with a sense of rightness that confirms you're remembering who you came here to be. The ancient manuscript teaches us that awakening isn't about escaping the human experience. It's about bringing divine consciousness into full engagement with physical reality. It's about being so present to your eternal nature that every choice becomes an expression of wisdom. Every relationship becomes an opportunity for love, and every challenge becomes a chance to demonstrate your soul's magnificent resilience. As we conclude this exploration into your soul's hidden journey, remember that this knowledge is not just information, it's activation. Simply by opening your mind to these possibilities, you've already begun the process of remembering. Trust the process. Trust your soul's wisdom in choosing this exact path. And most of all, trust that everything you need to fulfill your purpose is already within you, waiting to be expressed through your unique and irreplaceable contribution to this world. Your awakening has already begun. Now it's time to live like the powerful, eternal, magnificent soul you've always been.